Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Working, working, working. Rawhide. You work, you get rawhide. Live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. This is an example. Tap on a comment to show it on the screen. Thank you, StreamYard. And that is StreamYard. No plural, no S. I know everybody calls it StreamYards, but if you look, there's no S there, right? No S. It is StreamYard. And so, this is another day. I done been out working since daylight, so I got a little bit done. I done tangled that water hose too. That was a chore. It's supposed to be tangle proof, but it's not. You ever try to untangle a tangle proof water hose? Good luck. He's a cute dog. Yeah, I went on a mission yesterday. I went to town. And town consists of truck stop, the Dollar General, and Sonic. So I went and got a brain freeze. It's a cherry slushy. I call them a brain freeze. So what did everybody else do yesterday? I just went and picked up some stuff. Of course, the store they were putting stuff out, but they really didn't have a lot. They had a lot of toilet paper and paper towels, but food-wise, they had no root beer, had no Big Red, they had nothing in about the way of cold drinks, no chips. They had to buy these chips. They're in a can, kind of like a Pringle, but they're called a Good and Smart, and it says that they're lightly salted, right? Okay, so I opened the can and I eat one of them, and man, that sucker tastes like they dumped the whole dang salt shaker in there. No artificial flavors, no synthetic colors, light and crispy. And they're not light. They are crispy. They're not, and it says lightly salted. They're not lightly salted. But at least it doesn't say Pringles on the outside of it, okay? That was the main thing. Now think about taking Dog Lips the dog. I think Dog Lips needs a little dog. I could find him a dog before I get there. I think I should do that. Just take him a little doggy. Or a big doggy. Or a medium doggy. Not a stuffed doggy. I'm talking about real doggies. Then maybe he'll be okay. I got this fingernail. It's Really, really, really not very good. I see I have a lot of people that love me. Thank you. Thank you. So I've just been having a good time. I've got a bunch of more stuff to do. I've got about 10 more days, maybe a couple, maybe 12. I don't know. Whenever I decide to go. Hey, Miranda. Well, see, we have somebody in the community, and he just recently had to put his dog to sleep, and he's been real upset. He's been wanting a new dog. I got to make sure he hasn't already got one first. But I'm thinking, when I head out on my road trip after I get my stuff done in Arkansas, maybe I can go. I'm sure I could get him a dog in Arkansas and take it to him. I don't know if he wants a girl dog or a boy dog or what kind of dog, if I could find one. I'm sure I can find one. I just gotta know what kind he wants before I can look for him one. Or he might even want two dogs. I don't know. Yeah, he had his dog was old, and she was not uh able to get around too good, and all she did was kind of lay around. She's not in good health. But anyway, so yeah, he had her put to sleep, and um he's been really upset ever since. So I'm thinking maybe if he gets another dog, he might go back to being happy again. He might, yeah, that's right. He might want a dang zoo. I'll call him and find out, see what he wants, and then if he don't have one by the time I get headed that way, then maybe I can get him one and bring it to him. You know, because I know people whose dogs are always having pups and stuff. I could get him a pup. He's having a hard time getting one because he lives in a camper, you know, and he pulls his camper around and moves around in his camper. He's been having vehicle problems too, and but most of your dog animal shelters, they won't let him have a dog because he doesn't have a permanent address. So yeah, it does. I know it does. I got two dogs. I got Sam and Wiggles. Wiggles, he's a corgi. I think he's a Pembroke corgi. Best I could figure out with him. I'm not real positive. They do, and they won't ever stop. They won't ever stop, Miranda. The government's, I don't know. They get their hooks, in people. And I've adopted dogs in the past, well, we in Arkansas they call it animal control. It's not really a shelter because I mean, they walk them and feed them and stuff, but they're not really a good shelter. I wouldn't call it a shelter. Yeah, they used to have their place out in the country. I remember when they had it out in the country, you know, and then when people, had stray dogs or dogs, if they couldn't take care of anymore, didn't want, well, they could take them out there and just drop them off, and whether if they weren't open or not, they could just put them inside the fence and leave them, and they get them out, get them to them in the morning when they came in. But they moved into the city, and ever since they moved into the city, I haven't really cared much for them. They were better when they were way out in the country. Oh boy, I need a massage of some sort. But I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning, early, early, early. But I went out and I got my generator and brought it up, washed off my basket. It's on the back of my van. I'm gonna well, I don't know though. I may not need to go back out to the store. I just got to get out there now and probably start that in the morning. Working on my get those battery cable ends on. I'm not in no hurry to do it because it still starts. It's just they're rusty and corroded. I'm just afraid they're going to get me out somewhere and leave me stranded, where it don't start. So that's the only reason I want to get those on, and they're new. They're really a weird. Hey Tracy, how you doing? Good morning, by the way. How you been doing? Tracy, have you met Miranda? Miranda, I want you to meet Tracy Moore. She's a real nice lady. She just had her birthday last week, too. I think we all had birthdays right day to day. So, anyway, Tracy's getting old. She's not as old as me yet, but she's getting there. She had another birthday. That makes her a year older. I didn't get a spanker, though. Yeah, I didn't get a spanker. I would have spanked her. How's Cecil doing this morning, Tracy? He okay? Oh, our Spunky thing. The solar panels, I order them from Amazon, and you can get the cheapest ones are about $89 for a 100-watt panel. And I got several. I've got two on the camper, and I've got one on the van, but I've got another one that I'm going to take when I go to Arkansas because I'm going to have my son get up there and mount it. I can't get up on top of the van. Oh, that's good. Well, tell him I said hello for me, Tracy. Thank you. Yeah, I like Cecil. Cecil seems like he's a real nice man. Tracy's been doing a little traveling. She's been on her couple little vacations. I'm spending time here with my family till I have to be back in Arkansas, and because I don't get enough spend enough time with the family. Oh, thank you very much. Anybody got any good plans for the day? It's already starting to get hot here. The suns can't come out real hot. Oh Lord, my ears are popping. I've been out spraying that water hose. I don't know, maybe I got water in it. I don't know why my ear, just my right one, it just started popping. The only time usually my ears pops if I've been flying on an airplane and I don't chew my gum when I fly. If you chew gum when you fly on an airplane, your ears won't pop. Uh, when you get done. That's why my ears feel like I've been flying on an airplane. Probably because I've been up and down and out there with that water hose. Oh, yes, I know. Well, I went over earlier and I was going to go over feed the baby and stuff, but he was asleep. And the little baby, my little baby that I take care of so much, he's just a sweetie. I'll go back over in a little bit and see if he's woke up and feed him some food. And I've been there, Miranda, actually. I've already did the Grand Canyon. Um, I've got to after I get done doing all this, I'm wanting to go down to California for just a little bit. I've been a lot of places. I've been to about, I don't know, over 16 states. Hey, Angry. Oh, well, that's good. Angry. Listen, you know what? Did you see yesterday? Listen, let me tell you something. Okay. Or when was it I did my last live stream? Was it yesterday or day before? Anyway, I think it was the day before. But when I was doing my live stream, right? Jose comes over and he's typing in my chat, right? Threatening me and all, threatening to sue me and all kind of crap, right? Meanwhile, of course, he's got a live stream going, but it's not a live stream, it's a podcast. So he's got everybody over there occupied with a podcast while he's over here the day before. Yeah. So he's over here in my chat making threats to me. And then he's going to come back and say, "Oh, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. I was doing my live stream. Wasn't doing a live stream." And he was showing the same podcast that he showed a few days before. The same exact podcast now. He just turned it on to occupy people over there so that he could come over and troll me and fake, pretend, tell everybody it wasn't him and expect them to believe him. And now he's back again today saying he's got to leave that spot. When last week he did a live stream already or a podcast or something already saying he already had to leave that spot. He got ran out. That's why there's nobody there. They got ran out of that spot. I guess he does. I guess he does. Here's the thing, Miranda. He trolls me and then acts like it's not him. But the thing of it is he trolls me in his real phone number, right? he don't even he don't even got enough sense to go troll me with a Google number. Trolls me with his real phone number. He's not very bright, poor little fella. I call him little fella because I've seen his Pornhub channel, and yeah, he's a little fella. He is. Now he says he's not. He was going to see his parents. That's what he was saying. Now guess where he's going? He's going back to California. He's probably going to go visit Mike. That's the only person he knows in California, as far as I know. Because I know none of them wants him at the Slab City. I doubt he's going to go there. They'll run him off. They'll catch him down there at the skate park. They'll catch him down there and angry. He'll have eyes like yours, angry. Because if he don't call Lewis daddy, he's going to be in deep shit. Because, Lewis wants to be called Daddy, right? And he's going to go there and he ain't going to call him Daddy. Oh, none yet. I started to go to California, Miranda, and when I was on my way there, my car saw a sign that said Las Vegas, this way. Next thing you know, I looked up there, I said in Las Vegas. I didn't get to California. In California, I wasn't that far. It took a little split, little Y. California went to the left, Las Vegas went to the right. And the next thing you know, I was in Las Vegas, and I stayed in Vegas for 2 months. Had a lot of fun. It was fun there. The only thing that really was weird is when you go to Vegas, nothing ever closes. You don't have days and nights because you don't know whether to sleep or get up. Okay, because not everything there is open. It's open 24/7. It really is. And so I've been to Tucson and Phoenix. I've been to all those places, all down that coastline. I went that way. I know where I was going next. Listen, when I left Vegas, I was going to go up to Washington State. Now I haven't made it there yet either, because on my way there, there was a sign that took me to Colorado. I ended up in Colorado for 6 years. Okay, see, I travel. Sometimes I stop and hang for a while. I don't always just keep moving, you know. But I lived in my little car. I was driving this old little rundown Dodge Colt, a little car, and I bought it off some old guy. It was out in the pasture, sitting on flat tires. Been there for years. The tires was dry rotted, but I drove that old hoopty junk car back and forth across the United States uh, for years. Tires blew out on it. Had to roll around on that little donut for a while. But it's when you get out, once you get on the road, you let the road kind of calls you and takes you where the road wants to take you to. It don't, I don't care where you want to go. You know, if you're supposed to be somewhere else, your car will just take you there, bling, and it won't break down either. That piece of junk didn't even break down. I'm not kidding. I aired the tires up on it out of that pasture, and took an air compressor out there, aired the tires up. The car fired right up and just drove it out of there. And that's how good of an old car it was. And I drove it, like I said, I drove it for at least 2 years. I got enough money and got me a different vehicle, and I sold it to some, I don't know. I don't know. He wasn't really homeless. He was just kind of poor, but I let him have it for $50 because I didn't give much of nothing for it. So let him have it for $50 and just took some gas money, and I got some gas money out of it, and moved on down the road. That's what you do. I didn't have no camper or nothing back then. That little old car. I had my bus. That's what I did. I had my bus back then. I had a big school bus that I converted into a motorhome, and I had it parked at another daughter's place, and I just left it sitting there. Drove off, went on my little vacation, took some friends of mine with me, and headed out. Had a really good trip though. No, here, go outside, cat. This cat wants to cease grabbing on stuff, tearing stuff up. I shut my screen door the other day, and he's outside climbing up my screen, tearing my screen off my brand new door I put on this camper. Oh, really? Oh, that's nice, Miranda. Yeah, see, I haven't been to them. Actually, I want to go to Venice Beach. Have you ever been there? I haven't, but I want to go there. I love the beach, the ocean. I love anywhere around water. I do want to go to Venice Beach. So Oh, you've been there. Good. Do you think it would be easy for me to stealthy my van, park it somewhere close to the beach, without getting run off? Because I'm not going to have my camper, so I don't have to worry about them. I'm trying to be stealthy. Oh hell yeah, Carlos! I'll put my thong on, Carlos, and then I'll run down the beach. I saw Baywatch a couple times on TV long time ago. When I guess I don't even know. I don't watch TV, so I don't know if it's still on or not. But yeah, I seen them Baywatch girls. Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of eye candy down there. I go down there and get me a look at some of them. What do they call those? The men bikinis. Now I don't surf, and I have not learned how to scuba dive yet. I wouldn't mind learning to scuba dive. I like swimming. I like walking the beach and picking up crabs and shells and whatever's. Yep. I know. That's what I was thinking, Carlos. I figure I'll go where spot me out this good looking hunk, right? And then I'm just gonna fall down in the water and pretend like I'm drowning and just save me. And I'm gonna start hollering, see if I can get that good looking guy come over and give me some mouth to mouth. Carlos knows what I'm up to. Uh, Carlos is a cutie too, Miranda. He is. He's a cute guy. He's a good looking fella. He's a little young for me, but he is cute. Oh, I'm sure there'll be some older fellas down there wearing a speedo. I'm sure there will be. A lot of them older men wear them. Yeah. Hey, Miranda. Hey, we should go. You should go down that way with me when I go, or it'll be later on. You might be in the mood to go that direction then too. Hey, we can meet up down there on the beach. It'd be fun. That would be hella fun. We could both pretend like we're drowning. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I was gonna say we could both pretend like we're drowning and see if we can get us some mouth to mouth. I got a new bathing suit already. I already do. I bought a new one. I just haven't worn it yet. Mm. And we can make some sand angels. Oh, you fly? Cool. Well, if I'm there, you could fly, maybe you could fly down to visit your family and just meet me down at the beach. I'll be standing there holding up a sign that that says I'm single on it. Do you have a boat? And that'll be me looking for Miranda. I'll say, I'm single, looking for a man with a boat. That's usually what I do. Because sometimes we have to rest our brains. Miranda, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes our brain, we got to take a break and rest from all the activism and stuff. Sometimes our brains just need a rest. So I'm thinking, but I got a friend that's supposed to. Matter of fact, I don't know. I may even come down with him. I may park my van at his place and ride out with him. But we're going to. Have you ever been to Slab City, Miranda? That's where we're going to go out there and ride the what do you call the big four-wheelers, the big ones? Anyway, he's going to bring his four-wheeler. We're going to go out there and ride it. You've never been to Slab. Have you ever watched any of the videos about Slab City? Slab City is how this community uh, established itself. It's because everybody here was interested in what was going on in Slab City. Okay, this is how we all came together to begin with. This whole community was Slab City, and it's in a city called Niland. Right. Yeah, it's in Niland, California, and it's there used to be an old Air Force, not an Air Force base, Army base, I guess. I think it was Army. I don't remember. I looked it up a long time ago. But anyway, it used to be military. And after the military pulled up and disappeared, a bunch of people just moved out there, started squatting. And a lot of them's been living out there ever since. Some of them's been out there for at least 7, 8 years now. I'm not saying it's the safest place in the world to visit, but it's a good sightseeing place to go see. It really is. Oh, that's good. Well, thank you, Jose. Thank you very much. You got people watching my house. Do you not know I'm not there? Do you know that I'm not there, Jose? I was telling you about him. This is what he does. It's okay. He can come in here and threaten me all he wants. He ain't scaring nobody. His little roly poly ass. If he fell down and was on a hill, guarantee you he would roll all the way to the bottom. His parents like me, though. He may not like me, but his parents like me. That's what I mean by he stalks me and threatens me all the time. The other day he was threatening to sue me. I told him I wish he'd hurry up because I need some money. Marina Del Rey. Oh, good idea, Carlos. Thank you. I'll try to remember that. I'm sure I'll pass a sign, and when I do, I'll remember it. My memory, as soon as I see a trigger, I see that sign. I see a sign that says Marina Del Rey. I'll know that. Carlos told me, "Go, yeah, where the man with the money is." Oh yeah, the state parks or the BLM. The government parks. They're federal parks. They're nice too. And if you're camping like I do, you can camp for free. Unless you want a campsite that's got utilities, usually you get to camp free. And I think the BLM land you pay like $10, I believe, for a permit that's good for all year, I think. And whatever, like if you go to one of the parks, you pay them and get your permit. When you get there. Because see, I tried to get a permit ahead of time, and they told me that they couldn't do that I had to just go there, and when I show up, get buy the permit there wherever I go, first one I go to. And usually it's good. I think it's good for all of them, but it's not much because I'm old, so I get it for $10. It might be a higher price for younger people, but old people I think only pay $10. Oh yeah, that's I get letters. I get the emails from those. Um, yeah, you can work at a lot of those campsites and you can get a free camp, you know. They just you can, clean up their camp, whatever jobs they put you doing, you know. Sometimes you might have to weed eat or mow grass or something, but I can do all that. Collect money from, new campers that come in, uh different things. Camp host. Thank you, Carla. Carlos has all the words, but I get the email from those people all the time telling me what jobs are available and where, because I'm signed up with them, and because I have to look for jobs, so I can do some little jobs while I'm out there, keep a little extra money rolling in, and then maybe save up a little bit of money and then move on to somewhere else. Well, some people don't make good camp hosts, but I do because I'm a people person, I never meet a stranger, and if I do, they're usually not any stranger than me. So I would make a pretty good camp host. And in California, weed's all legal there, so I can just go get all the weed I want. I don't even have to worry about it there. Matter of fact, speaking of the matter, I've got a little chunk right here that looks pretty damn good. Let me smell it. Uh, I think that cat knocked my door off the thing and the wind blowing it shut again. Oh, there's Wiggles. Wiggles is laying out here in front of my door. I'm gonna have to go out here and open it up. I already been out here. Yep, the wind. There was a nice breeze blowing today. This smells so good. Mm 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 mm. Mm. My problem is I smoke it too much. I think I got up this morning though and moved my generator and all that stuff up. I got my basket on the back of my van, but now I can't get up there to reach it to get the back door open. I think I'm gonna take the basket back off, get the back loaded, and then put the basket back on. That makes sense. Right. Yeah, they've been changing some of them, Miranda. California has. They're changing some of their little gun laws. See, and all my stuff's registered in Arkansas, and in Arkansas, they have open carry. You know what I mean? And from what I read, my laws in Arkansas, where my guns are registered at, follow me to other states I go to. But I'm going to verify that for a fact. I mean, if I have to, I can always go get a CC. It's no problem there. I could probably get it in a day or two. You take the test, you take the gun test, I think you take a written test, you take the gun test. I just got to go get my guns back first. That's first on the list. But you know what I do, Miranda? Let me explain to you something I do. If I'm planning on being in a state, okay, for a little while, more than a day or so, I'll actually go find a uh, storage, those storage rentals, and I'll put like my guns and stuff that I don't really need to be carrying around with me while I'm there. I will go get a storage rental, and that kind of stuff will go into that rental until I'm ready to leave. And when I'm ready to leave, I'll just go get it and, clean out the shed, and there's a deposit. They always charge a deposit, but I always get my deposit back. Most of them are usually pretty nice about giving that back right away. If they even give it away back right away because they know it's clean. Because I'll tell them I'm not going to dirty it. I'm only going to put a few things in there while I'm in town. Yeah, Denver, Colorado's got weird gun laws too. Their gun laws are kind of weird, like California's. When I go to Colorado, so I always go there and get me a storage right away. You know, well, because some places, my some of my, it's not that the guns are illegal, but it's the stuff that's on my guns are illegal in certain places. Like a 25 shot magazine. A lot of some states and some areas outlawed those. California, I think, made those legal last year. I believe they did. So it would be okay there. But like I said, if I'm going to a state, I research the state before I go. And if it's going to be, if it's going to be an issue, I'll store it. And that's the best way to do things. And I can put any extra stuff that I don't want to carry around with me while I'm there. I can shove it in there too, and then just go get it all out and load it up when I'm ready to leave. And no, I'm not going to do like some people do and go rent a storage shed and sleep in it. And some people do that. I'm not going to. I got a nice comfy bed in my van. I'm going to sleep on that nice comfy bed. It is. My bed in my van is actually more comfy than this one that's in my camper. I'm going to buy, it's the mattress. And I'm going to buy, later on, probably when I get back, I'm going to order a mattress just like what's in my van and put in my camper. Because that is, oh man, that's good. It's a big difference. That may be why I'm not sleeping good. It may be my mattress. This is a memory foam, but this one's not a firm one, and it don't have a gel top on it. And the one in my van's firm and has a gel top, so it's really comfy. So that's why I think the problem is with this one is that it's not firm. It's too soft, and there's no gel top on it. The gel top keeps you cool. It keeps you from sweating. It keeps you from getting too hot and too cold. It's real neat. Is it hump day already, Porky? Porky's on it. Man, Porky's up on it. Sure is. I didn't even know. I never know what day it is, Porky. I'll be honest. I don't. Because I wake up every day to a new day, a new start. Yeah, it's better on your back, especially if you got back problems. This one's just like I said when I sit on it. It's on a wood platform that slides in and out because I can slide it out and make this a full size bed instead of a twin. But that's what I think it is because it's on that wood. And my bed frame on the one in the van is a metal, it's just a metal twin size bed frame, and you don't have to have a box springs on it or nothing. Much more comfy though. Yeah, but I got to get all that. I got to go to Arkansas first, y'all, when I leave here, though, and get all that mess squared away. Jose says he's got someone watching my place, and I'm hoping he does. Because, it's good to have somebody watching your place when you're not there. Oh, Miranda, Jose's been to my place. He knows exactly where it's at. He stayed at my place for 2 weeks. It sure is, Porky. It sure is. I'm just so glad if when I wake up every day, I'm going, ooh, I made another day. I made it to another day. And that's a good thing. The first day of the rest of your life. Exactly. Because you never know what's going to be tomorrow or this afternoon or tomorrow. And I don't think he's watching my place. I think he's watching my psycho neighbor across the street. My psycho neighbor kind of had a crush on Jose. Yeah, there he is. He even admitted it, Porky. If you watched that one live stream he did, he said he does. That's what he says he does. That's how he gets poo nanny, they called it. Poo nanny. Because Tally was asking him, and he told Tally. He said either I get them drunk or I get them high or I slip them something. That's what he said. And that's what he does. But no telling what would have happened, honestly, that day if my dog had not have caught him and put a stop to it. My dog's the one protected me. Well, you ought to see my arm. My arm is like, whew. It's all red too. My dog jumped up on me and clawed it. Wiggles wouldn't get away from him and leave him alone, and he kept trying to jump up on me, and he caught his claws in me, and my whole arm is ripped up, the inside of my arm. That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering. That's what I think he tried to do that to that little. What was that little old chunky girl? Oh God, there you go. Then why are you in my chat? You are in. This is my stream, Jose. This is my live stream. You're the one harassing me. Little man, you better go study some law before you go calling police. You don't even know where I'm at. You have no idea where I'm at. So how are you going to send the police to me? Well, especially when there's no police in this whole fucking town. Duh. There ain't even no police here, Jose. This town don't have police. And it's not close enough to the border to have border patrol. So I just like to know how you plan on pulling all this off. Are you gonna get on that drone, the one you got from Mike, and ride your drone across? Jose's gonna straddle his drone. You know where he got that drone, Porky? I know exactly who he got it from because dude sent me a photo of it. Blah blah blah. I know everything, Jose. Don't even go trying to play no silly shit with me. That's it, Porky. Type Winning. And I leave my channels up too, Jose, with all the goods in there. Even when you think you've deleted it, you haven't. So you can't even delete it and get rid of it. It's still there on my end. So who's harassing who? See, Jose comes into my live stream and threatens me. Okay? And then he's going to call the cops on me for harassing him. All I know is I'm just waiting, Jose, for your lawsuit so I can countersue your parents. That'd give me enough money to travel around on. Now, I could go buy me an RV then, and I could travel around for years on the amount of money I can get because you're harassing me. It's Jose. Yeah, it's Jose doing it, country. And hello, by the way. How are you today? No, it's him doing it. It's Jose in one of his million names. He's not sending no message to other people. I got messages too. Said it was Jose's, what do you call it? His YouTube manager. Yeah, big lawsuit. You got it. And I got a lawyer that'll work with me. All I got to do is tell him we need to make some money, and I got somebody we can make some money on. And he'll jump right on it. Yeah, Becker says, no, I'm serious. I get text. I'm telling you, I've got bazillion of them from his YouTube management team. A guy named Michael. Oh, and then Jose was texting me as a guy named Joe. I don't even know who the fuck Joe is, but anyway, yeah, from Michael. He says he says one of them. Some of them's Michael. They put their name right in there, and the other one was Joe. And I got billions of them collected up, just waiting for my lawsuit. If he's going to sue everybody, he better start getting on it. And he thinks I can't sue his. Here's why. Get this, Beckers. Here's why I can sue his parents, right? Even though he pays the phone bill himself. The phone itself is in his father's name. Therefore, his father is responsible for all the trolling he does on YouTube. This is why the lawsuit will go back not to him, but to his father, because all my evidence is online stuff, right? Oh, it will. It will. And I got a baby sledge too. My hammer falls hard. I ain't playing no silly shit with people. Especially they want to try to sue me. Let's take it right on to the court. Oh, really? I don't know. I don't watch him hardly ever, except for like when he's in my chat. Most of the time he's got one of them podcasts going. He'll be over in his podcast like he was the other day. Okay. Pretending like here I am. I'm in my podcast, people. Y'all hear me in my podcast. Meanwhile, he's over here typing bullshit like this in my chat. Okay. He does it all the time. Country, that would be like you being afraid of Jose, right? Would be like me being afraid of a snake or what else bites you besides snakes? Uh, any kind of critter like that. That would be about as bad as me doing that. Yeah. Oh dang! I was on a Tillis, but it was It was early. I think it was early. Jose wasn't on there yet. God dang it. Yeah, what his wife, his that girl that he married, she I think she's pretending like she's pregnant. Hell, she might be. I really don't know. She could be. If she's ever been with him. I don't know if she ever has, but did you see did oh yeah, I was watching part of her stream too. I bounced back and forth. That's probably why I missed Jose. Because you know me, I'd have been in there saying something. Dog Lips is just fine, Porky. He's just fine, honey. Still drinking, but he's just fine. I called him, I'm thinking yesterday. I called him to make sure he's okay. I got some uh, brownie flavored soft baked cookies. They're only brownie flavored, whatever that means. But I'm going to have one. Yeah, Dog Lips is fine. I did. I checked on him. I do. I check on people when they're something's wrong with them like that. And I told him. I said, well, call me. If you get something gets wrong or anything. I told him to call me. You know what he told me though, Porky? And I don't think he cares that I tell you. Remember when Dog Lips did go to jail twice? Okay. He's trying to figure out how Sam knew he went to jail. Unless Sam was parked close by stalking him and saw them when they took him to jail. That's the only thing I can figure out. Because Dog Lips has no idea how Sam knew he went to jail. Because he didn't talk to Sam on his way to jail, what I'm saying. And Sam's been stalking him forever. Charles needs to go find Sam and kick some butt. I like Charles. Oh, he has a boyfriend in jail that told him. Oh, he probably does. He was in there for what, a week or so. I bet you money his boyfriend in the jail told him. That's who did it. God bless. I should have known. I wonder if Sam wears his best skirt for that dude, for his boyfriend. That's what I figured. He's too big to get on top. He's a bottom. I bet he is. You remember Porky? Remember when Sam had that three-way with that old woman and that old dude? Remember the see they keep I hadn't forgot about his three-way with those two men either. But yeah, he had remember when he went to that they met up somewhere wherever he was parked at. I don't remember now where he was at. But yes, there was some old lady and some old men. Sam had three-way with them. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't talking about the guys when the two that beat him up. Damn. He blocks you too? Yeah, he only blocks me so he can talk shit, and thinking I can't see it, but or hear him, but I can. And what cracked me up, Becca, the video he made on narcissist. He's the biggest narcissist in this freaking community. I mean, the biggest. And then he's playing this narcissist video so everybody can spot when they meet a narcissist. Hell, we done met one we already knew. Did you see that video, Porky? That one was funnier than fuck. I laughed myself to sleep after that one. I never blocked Sam, but back when I had mods, they blocked Sam. Oh God, you should go listen to it, Porky. I'm not kidding. Sam's we call that double streaming somebody else's video, right? Trying to convince everybody over here uh how to spot a narcissist. Yeah, I was gonna say something nice to him one day too, Becker. It ain't very often I could think of something nice to say to him, but it was something nice anyway. What, baby? Come here. Yeah, I'm the same way, Porky. I'm glad I don't get notifications on stuff very often. That came up on my home screen, I think, because I don't get notifications. Not on anybody I know. Oh, I get notifications on a bunch of stuff. It's because I've been adding up all these new subscribers, and they moved them to the top of the list. I get their notifications, but I don't get them on most people in the community here. Mm. You want a cookie? Where'd he go? Hey, are you still outside? Is Kaka still out? Tell him come here, Nanny. Give him a cookie. They're his favorite kind. I got my live stream going, but I got my camera shut off. Come here. Come here, baby. Come here, get you a cookie. Do you want to take one in? Take one in to the other baby? And the baby can have these too. It's soft. They're just whatever I got. They're fake brownie. They're soft. Carry them in. Yeah, carry them in so they can all have a cookie. I love you. Mm-hmm. Nanny will be over in a little bit. Here's Wiggy. Wiggy, you're not getting a cookie. I sent cookies over to the babies. Because these cookies are soft. Even the little baby can eat it because it's soft. He loves cookies. I told her I'll come over a little bit because it's, yeah, about noon. I always usually go over and feed him his lunch. Give him his bottle, play with him a little while, and then get him back to sleep for his afternoon nap. Hey, Momo, what you doing? Momo's here, you guys. Yeah, somebody said Fakers took their channel down. I heard somebody saying that. I didn't know. I don't know. I can't never find them anyway. No, you cannot have my cookie. No, you can't have my cookie. The cat's in there trying to get my darn cookie. Get out of here. Go, go. I got me a V8 Splash smoothie yesterday. Man, I love these things. It's a strawberry banana, and it's got antioxidants, C and B vitamins in it. So it's pretty good. It's got soy in it though. But I guess it's still good for you. I should have got several of these. I only got one. It might have been because they only had one on the shelf. It was weird. That store had cheese and milk. And what was odd was they hardly had no canned goods. They had plenty of toilet paper, plenty of paper towels, no canned goods, no canned food. I think they know either that or people stockpiling. Maybe people, Miranda, maybe people are getting smart, started stockpiling. Because I'm telling you, the store, there was the food, the canned food that was, the shelves were empty on. They had just about everything else. All your paper products, cleaning products, your freaking everything. They had plenty of it, except for the canned stuff. So I'm thinking people are stockpiling this time, not knowing what's going to happen. You know, some states are giving extra food stamps. Oklahoma gives you extra food stamps. Arkansas, that's where I'm signed up at. See, I don't get hardly nothing there. Well, in this state, I think they're listening because, like I said, I mean, why else would the shelves be empty of most all your canned goods? You know what I'm saying? The stuff that you could actually open a can and eat, you know, should be in a spot where you really couldn't cook nothing. And a lot of that stuff is gone. But they had a truck come in with a bunch of stuff on it. They might have been getting it back in. I've just never seen stores with that little bit of canned goods in it in my life. Not even the first time they had where everything was disappearing. People stockpiled and they still got stuff from when they stockpiled before. I still haven't ran out of toilet paper or paper towels or paper plates from the last time I stockpiled. But I went ahead and got a couple more rolls of paper towels and another pack of toilet paper just to have some. Just to have it, you know. That stuff, I'm not overstocking. I'm just stocking. I'll have enough to last for a while. I didn't find I use those wipes, hand wipes. They're like, I get baby wipes, but they didn't have any of the ones I like to get. So I like the ones with the scent on them. They had mostly unscented. Sam, quit that shit. Becca, look. Oh, Sam. See, and I tried being nice to him in that name. But he just won't let me. Yeah, them damn boys. Too bad everybody in here likes them. It's you're barking up the wrong tree. Maybe you should go to a community that maybe don't like them and tell them. I don't think you're going to find one, but see, now don't that tell you right there that that's Sam, Becca? See what I'm saying? That's okay. He'll jack up in a minute, Becca, and I'll time him out so all that'll disappear. But we're gonna let him spew for a minute.
cry. Well, sometimes I'll leave it in there for just a minute or two, and then I'll time it out, take it out, get rid of it. Make him come back in another name and all that. If he don't quit acting up. Oh yeah, actually I've been on a couple of them. I've not been on the one that's got the casinos on them yet though. I've been on dance cruises. But these were river boats, not that big cruise that you take. You go down to Florida and get on that big cruise ship. It ain't that one. I've been on the local, the Belle of Louisville and Arkansas got one. You know, where they go up and down the lakes. Yeah, I know. Becca, I tell you what. I think like that video, he played that replay off of somebody else's thing, telling us how to spot a narcissist. He's the biggest narcissist in YouTube, right? So he's telling everybody how. But see, he would have read that to us, but he can't read. Oh, you've been on the big one, Miranda? Ooh, that would be nice. I've not ever got to do that. But I've been on the small ones. I know on them small ones, you can feel them rocking more than you can a bigger one, and you get seasick easier. So you have to take your seasick pills with you. Hell, I got seasick on it. I was doing a video down on a dock one day at a park for everybody. It was before I left and came here, and I went on the dock. I started getting seasick on that darn dock. It was floating and moving, moving in the water. Kind of weird. Five times, dang! Did any of them have a casino on them? That's what I've not been to. A gambling cruise. I've not ever been on one of those. But I've been to plenty of dance cruises. I'm going to find me a man with a pontoon. And then I won't even need to go on a cruise. We can just go float a river wherever. Oh, they all did? Cool. Yeah, I've been to many states that had casinos that I've been to in all kinds of states, but I have not done the ones on the cruise. That's yeah, but Miranda, you don't gotta gamble. Hey, that's where you meet fun people at. You don't have to gamble just to go on it, just because it's a gambling cruise. Listen, that's where men with money are at. That's where people are partying. They like to have fun. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's where people go to have fun. So a lot of them don't hardly gamble at all. They mostly drink and go around talking to people. I mean, you're out on the water on a boat, right? Ain't like they can run and get away from you. You can sit and talk to people all day long on that. I might even find me a man with a boat. He must have hair. Teeth are optional. I'm not a big drinker. I'm a social drinker. I still got the same bottle of peach schnapps that I bought back last. I'm trying to think. It was in the spring. It was a long time back, several months back. I got nearly all of it. Oh, are you at work, Becca? All righty, sweetie. Well, go back to work. Don't work too hard. I wish I had a job to go back to. Becca's lucky. She's lucky she has a job. I just don't want a full-time job. I want to work a little here and a little there. A little part-time stuff. Oh, I'm not looking for anyone. I'm only looking for a man that's got a boat. I just want the pontoon. I want to go. Yeah, yeah, Becker's. Yeah, yeah. Becca went back to work recently. Now she's got to get up every day and go to work. Mick, that would be great. I would be honored to fart in your bathwater with you. We could make the bubbles bubble out, clean out the tub. How you doing, Mick? Mick's a sweetie. Miranda, meet Mick. Mick's a lot of fun, by the way. He's fun. He's a lot of fun. That Mick, he's a partier. You know who else? B. He's in the auditors. Um, Miranda, and he's in the UK. I like B. B is so funny, and he drinks from daylight to dark. B does. He's funnier than hell. His name's something else. B. I always call him B though. And Mick's fun. Uh, there goes my ear popping again, Miranda. What the hell's wrong with my ear today? I haven't been swimming. I know I ain't got no water in my ear. Just keeps popping. Dang. Oh, do ya? That's cool. Yeah, I don't. There's two kayaks out here, but I'm not. Oh, yeah, I knew you were in the UK, Mick. You're having a good time though. Yeah, you're having a great time playing drums. Cool. I love drums. I love drummers. I love musicians. Period. Yeah, my daughter bought my son-in-law a matching pair of kayaks. There's two of them. They don't ever get to go out on them anymore because they're raising the grandkids now. She's raising four, and she watches the other one through the week while Mama works. So she keeps test five about all the time. That's what I do. I just go help with the babies. I love babies. Me and Mick, we can pretend like we're going to get a baby, huh, Mick? Practice makes perfect. Yo, yeah. Oh, look at those drums. That's pretty. And a microphone. And that's a treble clef. I know what those are. I bet Sam and Jose didn't know what that was. Oh, I bet a paddleboard. I bet a paddleboard would probably be fun. I just don't like kayaks.
I don't care much for them. I'd rather be in a canoe or a aluminum, one of those V-hull fishing boats. I don't like the ones with the flat nose on them. They don't steer too well. I had some boats. I've had motorcycles. I've had everything in the world at one time or another. Excuse me. Then after a while, you just get to where, why do I have this? I don't really need this. Why do I even have it? Oh, you got a scoot? Yeah. Well, I bought a 150cc one and a 250cc one, and then I sold the 150cc one right after I got it. Made a little money on that one. And my brother come and took off with my 250cc and ain't seen it since. So anyway, that's how them go sometimes. You go sell yours? Is yours a 50? Is it a 50cc? That's what I wouldn't mind having. I could put one a 50cc on a rack and carry that around behind my van if I get a 50. And then when I'm out places, I can ride it, up and down the beach or whatever. In Hot Springs in Arkansas, where I'm from, they got a place, they rent those out actually. People rent them. And another guy I know has got a car lot and he sells them. You pay, I think he likes 300 down and 100 a month or something till you pay them off. I don't know. He'll sell you anything. I don't know how much the total price is. I didn't ask. I didn't buy one anyway. Oh, I've done that. I've downsized so many times, but mostly what I got that's with me, I got a shed full of stuff back home, but mostly what I got with me is my stuff, my cooking stuff, food and stuff to cook with. And that's mostly what I'm dragging around in my clothes. Well, I mean, my clothes, my shower stuff. You got to have your shower bag, and I don't know, just different things. Different things. Oh, in my breathing stuff, my breathing machine and my medicine and stuff, and my blood pressure machine and my thermometer. Just my stuff, my medical stuff. I got to take that with me. I got to have medical. Yeah. Well, that's what I did. I used to collect a lot of small stuff too, but the stuff that wasn't stolen back when I went to jail, they didn't steal the stuff that was in my shed except for some tools. So yeah. Well, I'm replacing tools as I need them, but they took all my tools, but they didn't take anything else. No, hey, Miranda, I got like 5 computers and a server stored, a bunch of computer stuff, because I build computers, and I don't know what all. Anyway, my shed is loaded, totally loaded. Because what I was going to do is try to get it towed here, and then when I get ready to leave here, when I get ready to go out to Arizona, I can just get a U-Haul, take everything out of my shed, throw it in the U-Haul, and take it down there. Oh, Yamo, hey, right. Oh yeah, yeah, and you don't want those, but you don't want to use those flexible panels. They're junk.
Everybody I know chooses them say they're junk. They end up throwing them away after a while. Yeah, you want the regular solar panel. Just go on Amazon and look. There's and well, and you gotta know what you want too, because there's two different kinds of solar panels. There's mono and poly. Okay, yeah, and it don't really matter which one. What you do is try to look one that's got the right size to go on top of where you're going to use it at, or you can make just a portable. You could in your car take you a marine battery, a big one. Hey, and one portable panel. A dude like me put on a 50-foot cord, and you could stretch that out anywhere and just carry it inside your car with you, in your trunk of your car or whatever. Then then you got power to charge up all your devices. You can actually charge your car battery if it goes dead. Yeah, you can make your own portable. I'll teach you how, sweetie. If you don't want to mount it permanently, fix it to something, you can make it portable. You can actually get two of them and put you some hinges on them together and carry 200 watts with you. Or you can just buy one. You can buy one 300-watt solar panel. That'd be more than you'll ever need. Probably for what you're going to do. But you can figure most of your solar stuff runs $1 a watt. See, because you're going to need an inverter, and you'll want a pure sine wave. You don't want one of those regular inverters. You want a pure sine wave, and then you got to have a controller for your solar panels to control the power, so your batteries don't overcharge and stuff. And I use MPPT, okay, because that's the best kind. I buy EP Ever actually, and I've got the tracer in something and some numbers. I forgot what the numbers are, but anyway, these EP Evers are way better than, and I bought a bunch. Believe me, I've got solar controllers everywhere that ain't. I just don't use them. They're no good. Right. Exactly. Yeah. You'll have power at that point, Yamo. But I've only got 200 watts on my camper. Now in here, I got a 3,000-watt inverter. That way, if I put an air conditioner in here later on, I can run it. Um, but now in the van, I got a 2,800-watt, which is still plenty big. It's pure sine wave. It's actually a bigger inverter than this one, size wise. But yeah, if you get a solar controller, what you got to have for your panels, get an EP Ever. They're about 90, $100. You can get some that's more expensive than that, but the one I buy is just fine. In fact, that last one I bought, I think I paid 120 for it, and it came with a temperature thing to give me a reading on my batteries, to give me the temperature of them, because the temperature of them changes how much power they'll store too. They're too cold or too hot. See what I'm saying? And so that battery temperature, and it came with another cord. I can just hook it right to my laptop, and I can go in there and get all the readings I want off of that. Sun's bright and shiny. There goes a wig. There goes a wig wig. What you doing? Come here. Come here. Oh, pet a baby. Yeah, pet a baby. He could walk up the steps and come in here. I've got a ramp for him out in my van. I have to have a dog ramp. Um, it's because he's a corgi. He ain't got no legs. Okay, so he has a hard time, getting in and out of stuff. But I got a step on the camper. He can get in and out of here on that. Yeah, they will. Most of them will come with the solar controller, you know. But those little controllers usually aren't very good unless it's that one that's made onto the panel. I know what you're talking about. I think those are made onto the panel. Damn, it's cold there. Aren't y'all fixing to be spring, Mick? Or am I thinking about Australia? I don't know. I thought it was fixing to be I thought you're on winter there and fixing to be spring. When we get our winter, I thought y'all get your spring there. I can't remember how that goes. That's all we need. That's all we need. Look here. There's my controller. Let me see if I can get it up here close enough. There's my controller. And here is my inverter. That's where I get my power from. See the plugs plugged in the top of it up there? You plug right in it. My batteries are out on the front of the camper here. And then of course there's one of my breakers. You got to have breakers for stuff, and then there's my thing that turns my water off and on in my sink. But anyway, that's what I got. This is in the camper. Now I also have I got another set in the van. Yeah, I had to buy all mine separate. And like I had to buy one. I bought one of those. Uh, I don't know what you call them. It'll cut the power off completely, coming from the battery into my solar controller. See, this excuse me, my inverter. It's an off-on switch. It's a kill switch. But now this inverter here has a power switch on it, an off and on one. Now the other one I got, I have to run it from a remote control. It come with it. Yeah, my other one I just push a button on a remote control, and it turn it's on a cord, but it's a long cord. It reaches about where I need it to. Um, but that's how I have to turn the other one off and on. This one has a switch on it. Dang, I heard that door flop open. That wind's blowing. Yeah, I'm going to stay on here till about noon, which is in about another 25 minutes. And then I'll get off because I've been on here an hour and a half. And then I'll be on here a little bit more, and then I'll let somebody else go live because I'm going to go check on the baby and take care of him. And I sent him a cookie till I get over there. I'll go over and feed him some. He loves squash and sweet potatoes. Yeah. See, once I get I've got this other panel. Once I get it put on, then I'll have 200 watts of solar, but I've only got two batteries in there, which are hang on 120. I've got between the two batteries, they're 240 amp hours. That's what they'll hold. I'm trying to look here and see what this one says. I couldn't read it. I'm trying to see what this one says, how many amp hours it's got. It'll tell me on there in a minute. Yeah, and it says 2N on it, which means it's Oh, I've got 15 volts on them. I've got 3 batteries on the camper though. Damn, 69.7 kilowatts. That's what I've got. That's what I've got available for use at the moment on my camper. So I can run pretty much anything I want to. My fan's making noise. It used to not be noisy like that. Yeah, that's a lot. And it's saying right now it's only using 6.1 amps. And it's got 13.6 charge on the battery bank. I've got mine all wired together in parallel. You know, uh, you know what that is. That's because I'm running everything on a 12-volt system that converts it to 110, through the inverter. But now if I wanted, I'd wire it up different if I wanted to run it for anything bigger than 12 volt, okay? Like if I wanted to run 24 volt, so I could run 220 volts AC, yeah, then which I could if I did that, but I'd have to rewire my batteries and I'd have to get a different inverter because my inverter is strictly 12 volt. Yeah, I did all the hooking up myself. I made a plug-in for it too. Uh, and what it does is I've got a plug-in to where I can plug it in direct into the inverter. And now where you plug in the camper, bring in shore power to the camper, I can actually plug it in there and my solar power will go through my breakers and through everything in my camper. It'll bring the power in. So all my light switches, everything will run off of solar power. I just had to rig up my own wire, to do it. I had to run things, make things work my way. Huh. Yeah, but she's right. If her inverter is a like a 24-36 volt, yeah, she can run 220 volts of AC power out of it. But I wire my batteries all up for 12 volt because here, this inverter here is only strictly 12 volt. Now my controller will do 12, 24, 36. It'll do 2 or 3 different sizes. But now not the inverter. It doesn't do that. And then on the top, uh, there's same things on that other one. I can run wiring, and I've got an extra. What I did is I've got a fuse panel wired in, coming off of the inverter. A regular fuse panel with fuses like goes in your car. Those plastic, they're red and blue and yellow and whatever colors. So I'm gonna, whenever I go wiring stuff up in there, I'm gonna wire everything. Hey, yeah, it's been pretty quiet in here, except for Jose dropping in periodically threatening me, but it's okay. He says I'm not allowed to say his name. He said he's going to sue me for saying his name. I said, Jose, you better look where you're at. This isn't your channel. You're over my channel harassing me. He's going to charge me with harassment because I said his name. He's a dork. Well, campers, some of them, listen, here's the way they do here. Um, mine runs on 15. The other camper that's out here, my daughter's camper, hers runs on a 30. Okay. Oh, no problem. I'll help you. If you need help figuring anything out, just ask. I can tell you, and you can do it yourself, Miranda. Save you lots of money. That's why I save money because I do all my wiring and everything myself. Yeah, I'm talking like if I wanted to run my well pump back at my property off of solar, it's 220 volts, right? So we're normally most everything else runs on. They say they call it 115, but it's actually 110 volts. I'm pretty good at wiring because I usually don't have anybody else to do my wiring for me but me anyway. That's why before long, I got my van parked. I think where the front of it's going to be in the shade anyway. So if after I take my afternoon nap, if I feel a little better, I'll go out there and go ahead and change those battery cable things out and put the new ones on. Okay, I don't know, but that's hmm. Yeah, you got. Yeah, I'd have to. We'd have to. I'd have to get with you and give you a list, pretty much. But you always want those breakers coming from it because if you don't use breakers on there to trip, you'll end up frying some of your whatever you're plugging into it and running if something was to happen to it. Oh yeah, I think no, mine's 3 inch walls. Mine's 3 inch walls. I've got a water tank. Uh, but here it does. Mine's a small camper. It doesn't come with heating and air conditioning in it. I heat it with a buddy heater. I've got a portable buddy. It's a 4,000 or a 9,000 BTU. Yep, that's the way you got to do, Miranda. Just keep downsizing. You'll eventually get it down to stuff. You'll get it down to what you need. Well, I used to rent a storage, right? At when I was at my place in Arkansas. But then I figured out I could buy a storage shed cheaper than I could rent one to put the stuff I wanted to keep in it. Uh, because I was paying 125 a month for a storage shed for a rental, the rental shed, and I bought one, and my payment wasn't but $95 a month. So I saved $30, and it's when it's paid off, it's mine. I already paid it off. Yeah, mine's a vintage camper, and it's 18 foot, 20 foot counting the tongue. And mine doesn't. It's got a bathroom area. I got a porta potty in it. I haven't never run a shower or nothing in there because I usually just I got a camp shower, but I'd rather just go out in the lake somewhere, go swimming, or you know. That's good, Miranda. That's nice of you too. Well, it's all cluttered up right now because I'm trying to get stuff organized. I'll show you the rest of it, but it's organized. I mean, it's just not. I've got videos up of it, but right now I'm organizing. So I've got stuff out of whack. My band's the same way. I'm trying to get stuff situated, you know, and to get ready to get on the road. I think what I do when I get back to Hot Springs is I'm going to take a lot of my stuff and put it in my shed because I'm not going to need it. And I don't want to drag it around with me for no reason. That's why I'm leaving my camper here. It's going to save me on gas. And if I break down, it's a lot of problem. Yeah, same here. Most people don't even use their bathrooms in theirs. Yeah, I've actually got a porta potty for my camper. I mean my van, excuse me. I've got a big one with the 5 gallon tank on it for the camper, but then I've got one with a 2.5 gallon tank on it. It's a smaller one for my van. But I've left the other ones in my shed at the house. I got to get it when I go back there. I'm going to leave some items there, and I'm going to pick up the porta potty for the van. But it's comfy. I love living in my camper. I do. I love it. Yeah, that's nice of you, Miranda, because you could have a sale and sell it. See, I had a sale first. I gave my son a ton of stuff when I left there last time. I left my gave him the microwave, the crock pot, electric skillet, all kind of cooking stuff. Well, my daughter's giving me another microwave, but she's got to get hers out of storage. And after she gets hers out of storage, she's gonna give me the one that's in her place, and I'm gonna put it in the camper because I won't need a microwave in the van. I'm not gonna have room for one in there either. Oh, I got one of them ice chests, Miranda, and I plug it. You could either plug it to cigarette lighter, or I could plug it up to my inverter, and I've got it plugged on the inverter. Uh, but it's a big one. I'm thinking it holds. I think it holds 55 cans of pop. It's pretty good size. But so you don't have to buy ice. Uh, well, no, mine doesn't have a kind on it. When I bought it, it didn't have a title, and so I had it tagged homemade, and the DMV issued me VIN numbers and stuff for it. So Mine's just considered homemade. It's a vintage homemade, made back in the 70s. I just went ahead and they let me tag it as a 1970. Oh, I've got my cast iron, but mine's brand new. I've never even used it yet. My other cast iron, my older cast iron, was stolen. Remember I told you when I got robbed, I had my other cast iron with me. I had to go rebuy everything, even my cast iron. So yeah, you'll need that. You'll want your cast iron. What I've got, I carry different ways to cook with me. I've got a 1 burner butane stove. I've got a 2 burner Coleman stove, and then I've got a portable barbecue grill that I carry with me. Yeah, that way. Also, you're not gonna believe this. I carry a 1 burner hot plate. Oh, I had a school bus. I had a school bus. I sold it. Oh, I no, I rented. I lived in it 2 years, Miranda, and then I rented it out for about 4 more years, and then I sold it. But no, it had everything. My bus is regular 5-ton school bus, but I had washer, dryer, dishwasher. I had a huge stereo system in it with 4 foot tall speakers. That sucker, when you kick it on, man, them windows in there shake. It's pretty loud. Yeah, no, I had it fixed up. I built in all the cabinets and the closets, and I built a shower in it, and I had a heat and air unit. I bought it brand new at Sears, and I put it in the back window. That way, and I had an air conditioner also in the front, a window unit, and I put mini blinds up in it. Well, I drilled a lot of holes, and it's a hell of a mess trying to get all them seats out too. Oh yeah, it's high. Yeah, but you gotta. There's a yeah, but when you're doing a bus, there's a lot of other strict rules and laws and things on the highways. You know what I mean? If you ever get one, don't get one with Widowmaker rims on it. They're illegal. The DOT outlawed those. You'll have to buy all brand new tires and rims, or not tires, but if yours are any good, you will have to buy them if they're not good. But your rims, you'll have to replace them with those 1 piece rims if it's got the split rims on it. Yeah, because the DOT outlawed those. So you got to know a lot of stuff. But I've had all this stuff before, so I already know about a lot of stuff. I just wouldn't have a bus. I wouldn't have a bus. I would rather have a pickup truck with a camper on it. I'm not kidding. I've traveled in one of them. I had a 14-foot camper once. It was a little bitty sucker too. I had a pickup truck with a camper on it, and I think the truck, I believe, was a Dodge. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. It's a long time ago. I've always had some way of camping, but I do want to get a tent. I want a pop-up tent. One of them you can just toss it out and it springs and goes boing. It plops itself up. I need a tent and a sleeping bag yet. Yeah, I don't have a truck. I got a full size E250 3/4 ton van, and I've also got a minivan. I was thinking about taking the minivan, but there ain't no space in it. I got a lot more space in my big van. Yeah, that's what I would do if I was you. It's honestly, it saves a lot. Oh, talk about gas. Shoot, you don't get no gas mileage on a bus. Oh, and that ain't the only thing. When you take off in them, shoot, about the first 10 miles, a bus will beat you to death. If it's been setting up very long, and then you just go drive it, it will beat you to death. I ain't kidding. It will bounce your kidneys so you about to pee your pants. About the first 10 miles till the tires heat up and level out. once the tires heat up and the flat spot gets out of them, they round out. They'll quit bouncing. But about that first 10 miles, boy, they will beat you to death. Yeah, I'm fixing to get ready to go. Miranda, I'm fixing to go. I gotta go over and play with my babies for a little while. No. Well, it's almost noon here, and I'm gonna go over fix lunch for my baby. I always feed him his lunch. Yeah, yeah. I'll chat later with you. Bye, everyone. Thanks for coming in, everybody. I'll see y'all tomorrow, the next day, whenever I live stream again. It won't be too long. I holla at me. I'll be your holla back girl. Ooh. Anyway, out of here. Yep, yep. Peace out, everyone. Juan, you get a boat and I'll dang sure go fishing with you. Seriously, get a boat. Watch me. I'll come go fishing with you. But I'm gonna take off for right now, Juan. I'll be back though. Probably tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. I'll be back. We'll see. Either tomorrow or the next day. Thanks for coming by though, sweetheart. Bye bye.